1 Corinthians chapter 11. 1 Corinthians chapter 11. We're going to read verse 1. Now, I love this. It's a very, very short verse in the New King James, but I want to read it also out of the Amplified. 1 Corinthians 11, verse 1 says, "Imitate me, just as I also imitate Christ." He's not saying, do everything that I do. No, he's saying, do everything I do like I do what Jesus does. How many of us can say, there are some things I do that look like Jesus? Everybody in here should raise their hand. There are some things I do that look exactly like Jesus. But how many can say, there's some stuff I do looks nothing like Jesus? Now, I will say, as a pastor, like my job is to direct you and your attention to Jesus. Don't look at me, except in the areas where I model Jesus' behavior. Come on. This word imitate in the Greek is the Greek word mimetes. Mimetes. And it's actually where we get the word mimic. And it literally means to imitate, mimic, or follow. Mimetes. To imitate, mimic, or follow. What did Jesus command us to do 21 times in the Gospels? Follow him. That means to imitate him, mimic him. When Jesus got a negative report, when he heard a negative report with Jairus, anybody remember the story? Jairus comes to Jesus, says, my little daughter is at the point of death. I need you to come lay hands on her. And a woman with an issue of blood steals a healing from Jesus. I love that story. Steals a healing in the middle of all this, a crowd, and everybody's touching Jesus, but one person touched him in faith and stole a healing. And Jesus stops and looks at her and finally, after a little while, says, daughter, your faith has made you whole. This whole time, Jairus is standing there, we got to get to my daughter. We got to get to my daughter. And a messenger comes up and says, your daughter has died. Don't bother the master any longer. Jesus answered. Jesus answered. And he didn't say, I'm sorry, I was running late. Did he? What did he say? Only believe. Right? He stopped the fear. Fear not. Only believe. He stopped the fear. He replied for someone receiving a negative report. So what does that sound like? What does that look like in your life? When someone comes with a negative report from the doctors, you shut down the fear and say, no, we're getting ourselves believing in Jesus. Shut down that fear. We are not letting the fear in. We start believing in Jesus. Let's get on our faith. Jesus is the healer. He's not being delayed. He has not forgotten. Jesus is the healer. Amen? That's what it looks like for us to be disciples. This is what Jesus did. This is what I'm doing. Oh, come on now. See, we need to look at